we went to just about every bar that you could possibly think of in this town, getting multiple drinks at each one, just drinking beer. We don't drink liquor anymore, so it was somewhat doable. But our plan was to do that the entire week. But by the second day when we woke up, legitimately our livers hurt. Like we could feel them hurting.
The Cracked Cauldron is a podcast hosted by Ed Bolden-Greer and Jacob A. Garner. In each episode, Ed and Jacob will have free-flowing conversations about life, culture, and personal growth.
No thought too dumb.
No question too deep.
The conversation starts here. Welcome to the Cauldron.
Hey, Jacob, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic, dude.
I've been missing you.
I know.
Taking a little break. You went on vacay.
Well, kind of.
Okay, transparency here. I already know this story, but you got to tell the listeners this story.
All right. To not to shock anybody, but I really, really dislike Trump. Okay.
He really, really likes going on vacation
out of the country
with his brother every year.
Every year. And I sit there and I think to myself, giving the litany of bullshit that you and I have to deal with from this administration on a daily basis at this point, I asked myself, what more could he fuck with me about? And the answer is he could completely ruin my vacation plans. Now, Jacob, how could Trump personally ruin your vacation plans? I'm so glad you asked, our dear listeners.
Wait, hold up. Hey, Jacob, how could he ruin your vacation plans even more?
It turns out when you love defending your jackboot fascist militia of racist goons called ICE, that you're willing to allow DHS to be partially unfunded and the TSA to be completely unfunded, airports suddenly aren't this really efficient logistical machine that they typically are. And
no, they are not.
Long story short, me and Zach showed up at the airport for a 7 p.m. flight the day before we were supposed to get on the boat to head to the Caribbean. And at 7 p.m., they delayed it. At 8:40, they delayed it. At 10:20, they delayed it. At 11 p.m., they delayed it again. And then sometime around 1 in the morning, so me and Zach had been there for...
Fuck.
And by the way, our flight was supposed to leave at 7.
Yeah, I know.
So guess how early we showed up, given the heads up of like, hey, the airports are a mess.
5?
Yeah. So...
I'm laughing not because of your suffering. Well, maybe a little bit because of your suffering, because you didn't ask me to go. And now I'm glad you didn't ask me to go. But I've been there.
Yeah. And at like 1:30 or so in the morning, the following day, they outright canceled our flight. And when we got up to the counter to try to find an alternative flight, it was closer to 3 in the morning. And unfortunately, every single flight that they offered us was either going to get us there right before we needed to get on the boat or well after we were supposed to. And given the fact that me and Zach were awake for 20 hours at that point and we're old men now, we were not willing to hop in the car and drive 11 plus hours.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
So we missed our flight.
I am so sorry, man.
That also meant that we missed the boat.
Before, but I am so sorry.
So the silver lining, though, Ed, here's what the silver lining was. What is the major point of mine and Zach's vacations?
Because you all are so close, but you don't get to spend a lot of time together. It's spending time together.
Exactly. It's just catching up on all of the lost time that we don't get to share together now. And even though we were mad,
rightly so,
we recollected our thoughts, refocused, and thought, listen, the main goal is to spend time with one another. We can still do that. You and I are still off work for a whole week. That's what we planned. Fuck it. And that's exactly what me and him did. He stayed over at my apartment a few nights in a row, and we were just inseparable, connected at the hip. Like I told Zach.
Like you were twins.
Exactly. I told Zach, me and him were texting about it yesterday, because even after he left my apartment.
Was it the best vacation you ever had, though?
No. I know that's the sweet,
that's
compassionate
what
thing
you're supposed to say.
Exactly.
If you weren't on the cracked cauldron.
But Zach and I were talking to each other last night, and I just said, hey, man, it feels like the good old days. And I think getting that was probably better than what we would have had on the trip.
So I'm just going to, I've already heard most of this story. You found a new road in Knoxville.
God damn it, yeah. I won't bore everybody listening to the details, but effectively for 2 days in a row, me and my twin would wake up whenever we got up, usually around 10 or 11.
Bums.
I know. We were on vacation, bro. I don't want to hear it. And we would get dropped off at like a restaurant to eat by one of my partners. And then me and Zach just pub crawled all over Knoxville. We walked like Frodo and Sam into Mordor. We just kept fucking walking wherever we ended up. Over the course of 2 days, me and him walked close to 11 miles. Up and down hills. If any of our listeners are not from the Knoxville area, everything is on a goddamn hill in this city. Yep. Everything. So we did some urban hiking, which is a term Ed shared with me earlier, which was interesting. I got to see parts of Knoxville that I've never seen before. And we went to just about every bar that you could possibly think of in this town, getting multiple drinks at each one, just drinking beer. We don't drink liquor anymore, so it was somewhat doable. But
you don't drink liquor unless we're doing a
after dark episode.
You learned your lesson.
And Jared's birthday was also the last time, and you saw how tore up I got because it'd been so long since I'd had it. But anyway, our plan was to do that the entire week, but by the second day when we woke up, legitimately our livers hurt. Like we could feel them hurting. And we looked at each other and said, dude, we're not in our early 20s anymore. We can't be doing this shit.
In fact, I love reminding you that you're 30.
Oh, man, life reminded me that me and Zach were 30. So when we woke up the third day, we both looked at each other. There was kind of an inclination that we were going to do it again. And then we both almost said it in unison, like, dude, I can't do it again. So then we just hung out and chilled, played video games together for the rest of the week. So there you go.
Sounds like a nice time.
It was. It was a staycation. I turned my phone off just like I would do normally. But I'm telling you one thing. The epitome of what me and Zach did, we were a brew crew, to say the least of it.
So
shout out to our brew crew.
Shout out to our brew crew. Thank you all for listening. We're still getting used to calling y'all brew crew instead of hey listeners.
I'm sure by the end of this season, which we have, if you all haven't figured it out, this is the first season episode of our 5th season. Yep.
And it's kind of weird.
Man. It is kind of weird.
It's kind of weird to think that we're in our 5th season. Started it all out back with Jacob's Haunting, our season 1.
It was like 6 episodes.
Well, it was a little longer than that because we had other episodes attached in there. But if you think back to that, man, we had no clue you were going to like come on as a full-time host.
Well, I mean, and you brought it up. At some point, we'll have to do the math.
Yeah.
But at some point this year, during this 5th season, we will have recorded 100 episodes.
100.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Oh, we think so.
We think so. Yeah. I mean, we're both terrible.
We'll
at
keep
math,
the Brew
so-
Crew. Yeah, we don't math well. We'll keep the Brew Crew up to date on as we near our 100th episode. We're going to do something real special for the 100th episode.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. It's been a weird winding path. One could say it's definitely not been a gentle path.
It has not necessarily been a gentle path. I do want to go ahead and shout out to the Brew Crew. Every year y'all come out when we go out to cons and festivals. This year we are staying local.
Mhm.
We're not going outside the Metro Knoxville area. We are going to be starting our tour of haunted cons, creepy cons, all that stuff on June 26th. So June 26th through the 28th, we will be at FrankenCon 2026, and that's going to be held out in Alcoa at the Airport Hilton, on their main floor there. And we're looking forward to that. We have a couple booths that we're going to set up out there, and people can come out and win prizes. Big thing for this year. I don't know if you even know this, Jacob, because you've been gone.
I have.
We've been gifted a handful, like 100, okay, like a stack that big, Jacob, of tickets to Horror Fest.
Oh, shit,
So
really?
we're going to, at each of the cons, we're going to be giving away tickets to Appalachian Horror Fest. We have a new concept this year.
Which is?
We have a roulette wheel.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so we're gonna preview that at FrankenCon 2026, June 26th through the 28th. It's a little later this year than it has been, and just to be honest, because we wanted to go to FrankenCon so bad, it kind of knocked us out of one of the other cons that we would have been going to out of town, but we wanted to keep it local, so we could do very good work at all of these cons. So we look forward to seeing everybody there. Our next con would be CreepyCon 2026. That's going to take place July 31st through August 2nd. Now, what is so important about August 2nd? Let me see. Oh, yes. That is when our beloved Jacob will go over the edge. I mean, he turned 30 last year. He's going to turn 31, and it's all downhill from there. Jacob, I will tell you, as much as we are going to celebrate you this year, you are not going to be a birthday king.
Oh, dang it, dude. Yeah, I march ever closer to the illustrious 4-0.
You do. Let me tell you, having just turned 60...
Yeah, man, you're a good 60. I'll tell you that much.
Good 60. I feel better. I look better. And I am happier than when I turned 40.
Oh, shit. So you're telling me it's still just going to be rough sailing for the next
Could just be
20
rough
years?
sailing, you know. And here's how I'll say it. There's for the Brew Crew. There's a hidden message in here for Jacob. It's all about the decisions you make, man. It's all about the decisions you make.
As I clutch these nicotine pouches in my hand. By the way, you glossed right over some needling that I gave you.
Yes, because you don't know the outcome of that yet.
Okay. I'm wanting you to tease it, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. Maybe not today.
Okay.
But one good turn deserves another.
Okay. I understand that.
So we have this game as the Brew Crew. If you're a new listener, we have this game. And originally, when we bought this game, we thought it said dumb questions to ask your dumb friends, or questions to ask your dumb friends, when in fact, the name of the game was dumb questions to ask your friends. And since Jacob and I are playing it, it's pretty close that dumb questions to ask your dumb friends is right on target. So
We can't even get through the title.
I can't even talk.
This is like our third season
I
using
can't
this
word.
game.
I know. And so we're almost through this first box, and we'll have to wind up getting a new box or some kind of new game, because these are part of my favorite things we do.
Which off air, I'm going to tell you about a game we should buy, by the way.
Okay, so Jacob, I'm going to let you go first since you're going to be the one who picked these.
Okay. On average,
What's the topic?
the category is numbers. On average, how many hours of sleep do you get a night? I know you love sleep.
I do. It's my hobby.
I'm gonna
I've
guess
said
like
that 1,000 times. I would say that per night. I'm also a night owl, though.
Yeah, you are.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I'd say getting to bed around midnight, getting up. I'd say I get 7 hours of sleep
It's pretty good.
on most nights, 8 hours. You know,
Preferable.
yeah. On a day that Jared and I are both off, we might get 9 hours of sleep.
That's nice.
But he can't stay in the bed as long as I can, and so when he gets up, I'm getting up.
Yeah.
You know, and my schedule is a little later than his schedule. Like I work later most days than he does, but I go into work later.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has to be at work. He opens the doors at 8:00.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to do anything until 10:00. And so, but by the time he's up and out of bed and showered and ready and sang me my little song and gave me a kiss and he's out the door, I'm awake.
Yeah.
So I have a couple good hours to get quiet time stuff done, meditation, some stretching,
Yeah.
you know, not have to rush through shower and all that. But I would say per week, I get, if I averaged it out, I get a good 7.5, 8 hours of sleep a night.
That's nice.
Yeah. No, that's not always. Sometimes I wake up and for what? Well, for example, I think I've told you this story. We switched internet providers and it was very smooth. We went with a new provider. And then about 3 months later, which was recent, our router died. Okay. We jokingly said the speed was so fast, it
melted the fucking router.
And so we put a new router in, and it was a net system. And something just wasn't right. And it would turn off at a certain point during the night. And you know me, I'm a techie person.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in my house
Just fucking
is Wi-Fi, is big Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And so the security alarm would start chiming that there's no Wi-Fi, and so it can't communicate. And then the HVAC did the same thing, and all of the security cameras that we have at the house, and all of the lights would turn on. And then we have these little sensors, and they're all Wi-Fi enabled, and they would just start chirping. And Jared, of course, could sleep through all of that. Not me. I'm a sleeper, but I'm also a protector. So any noise that's not normal wakes me up, and I'm up, and then it's hard to go back to sleep. I'm the kind of person I can get up at like 5:00 in the morning to go pee, and as long as I don't open my eyes all the way, as soon as I go back to bed, I'm asleep. So, yeah, I probably 7.5. What about you?
I get very disjointed sleep. Like I sleep in like increments. I will tell you, this staycation that I've been on, I've slept more than I have in years easily. But typically I get about anywhere from 5 to 6 hours of sleep at night.
Okay. I don't know if you know this, but historically humans are supposed to sleep in two different time sections.
Really?
Like you would have like you would go to sleep when it was warm.
Yeah.
You know, you would wake up during cool hours and do work around the house, and then you might go back to sleep for another 4 hours. So 8 hours altogether, but it was broken up with a segment in between.
That's basically, yeah. I'll sleep for like 2.5 hours, wake up, usually get up, drink some water, go back to sleep for another 2.5, something like that.
Okay, here's mine. Famous people.
Okay.
Who's the most famous person someone you know has met?
The most famous? I guess I got two answers. My father, when we went to Vanderbilt for his cancer treatments back in the day, we were at a bookstore, coffee shop type of cafe thing, and we were just little kids, so we're like crawling underneath the table, and apparently Zach like bumped into, like literally his head ran into the leg of somebody that was like on the other side of the table. So our dad went over to apologize and scold us or whatever. Turns out that was Kenny Chesney.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in Nashville. And then Zach, one time in the Marine Corps at an Air Force base that he was stationed at with the Marine Corps, he accidentally met, at the time, Vice President Joe Biden. Yeah, had to shake his hands and everything.
I myself have met several what I would call influential or famous people, but I probably, since it has to be somebody else, I would say that it would be Jared's father. Okay, he's not the influential or famous person, but he's the one who met this person. So, so Bush Sr.
Oh, HW?
HW was campaigning for president, and Jared's great-grandfather was a supporter of him, and so he came to their house and had all the security people.
Shut the fuck up, really?
And Jared's father was living with them at the time, or at the house, something like that. But the president-elect was walking down the hallway, and his father was coming out of the bathroom, and so he just got pushed back into the bathroom.
Yeah, because the Secret Service was like, fucking move.
No! So I guess that's a good story.
Huh. All right, this is a players, and for the Brew Crew who just got onboarded, if this is your first episode, the players, we mean employees or people in
associated,
our social group, right? Which player has probably broken the most hearts? I'm going to say V.
I don't know.
I'm going to say V on this one.
I don't know. V, she's a heartbreaker, I'm sure.
She is a heartbreaker. Maybe Jared now. Because whenever...
when he got taken off the market?
Yeah, when he got taken off the market. I bet you broke a few hearts back in your day, Ed.
Yeah, I did. I never tried to break hearts, though. Like, I was too busy with whatever I was doing.
There was a time period in my life where I was collecting hearts like...
you weren't collecting hearts.
Like the Infinity Stones for Gauntlet.
Jacob, you do realize the heart is an organ in your chest, not below the waist.
Oh, fuck.
Notches on your belt or on your...
on my nightstand?
Nightstand or I think headboard, yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to say V too. Yeah. I think there's a lot. She's one sexy woman. And I think that a lot of people would fall for her, and she's only having what she's having.
Yeah, exactly.
So, love you, V. So here's mine. Mine's on food. Oh, I almost know the answer to this for you. What food do you hate the texture of?
The texture of? I gotta say this. I really hate when a sandwich, the bread gets soggy.
I don't mind that, because there's a lot of sandwiches that, like steamed sandwiches, are supposed to be soggy.
In my opinion, bread should never be slimy unless it's bread pudding. All right. And it just really throws me off. But here's the weird part. I love pasta, which is essentially wet bread when you really think about it.
Yeah. So I've got a really good answer for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
I don't mind the taste of shrimp, but I can't stand the texture. It's the same reason I can't eat oranges. That pop.
Oh.
When you bite into it.
What about grapes?
Grapes don't do the same thing. It doesn't feel the same. I could eat grapes all day, especially frozen grapes. It's one of my favorite desserts.
What about a tomato?
I can't eat tomatoes, Dick. God.
Look, you're needling me. I'm going to needle you. That's all right.
I hate your guts. No, I don't. Love you.
No, all right. So let me move. What the fuck is this?
Oh, that's that.
I was moving our game and this fucking book fell off. What's this?
I meant to show you that.
Paranormal by region.
Yep. So you all, the Brew Crew will remember, but if you're new, if you're new here, you may not. Go back and listen to the episode. We had AJ Mason on the show a 4 episodes ago, and so at that time she talked about the paranormal by region and that the Middle Tennessee book was coming out soon. And sure enough, it did. It launched on or was released on March 22nd.
Oh, sweet.
It's
So
available
out
on
there.
Amazon. Amazon.
Yep.
So if you're interested, I think both of them are available on Amazon, but you can get them. I don't know if the Middle Tennessee is out everywhere, but I do know that the East Tennessee version is out, and there's a couple more editions of the Paranormal by region that she's going to be releasing. One that she talked about was haunted hospitals. And I'm really excited about reading that one because that's right up my alley. So
I'm just kind of flipping through it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just flipping through some of the sections. The Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Wheatland, let me try again. Sorry. Wheatland's Plantation in Sevierville, Halesbar Dam Guild. So, I mean, this is, and in classic AJ fashion, too. I can't help but notice that there's parentheses in some of these that say something like,
anytime there's
so effing dumb, see, they dumb.
So what that's all about is Ravensville has a book club that meets once a month, and AJ has been hired to co-host it with me. And one of the books we read, any of the dialogue in the book, the author did not put in print, it did not set it off with quotation marks. And as an author, that really kind of chapped her. So we thought today that we would give you all some details. We're not going to spoil anything. We're not going to tell you the whole thing.
No.
But we thought we would talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing this season. Wait, we thought we would talk to you all a little bit, give you a little Brew Crew insider insight into what we're going to be talking about this next season, the next 18 episodes.
Which I got to say, for our listeners, I don't know if we've talked about this on air. While the actual episodes are pretty simple for me and Ed to do, because we've been doing close to 100 episodes now, like they're pretty easy. The hardest fucking part is sitting down and trying to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about this season. Mainly because after you've done 100 episodes, you've talked about a lot of different shit. So this is like, it was like a writer's room for about 2 hours before we hopped on the mics today, trying to figure out like, what the hell are we supposed to even talk about? But do you want me to at least give them a slight little teaser?
Well, tell your top three.
Top three that I'm really excited about. I think, obviously, we're going to do some UFO updates and UAPs.
I knew that would be your favorite.
I really am interested.
Actually, we got 2 episodes on that.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited about an episode because of the title of it that you came up with is really interesting. It's propaganda, not all that bad. I'm like, huh. And then I think there's a really fun episode that we got planned about dragons and something called the Knucker.
Yes.
So those are going to be really, really fun. I'm really looking forward to doing that. But what about you, Ed? What 3 are you sort of stoked on?
I'm stoked about a lot of them. So one of the episodes that we're going to do this season is a callback to our very first season. And we've talked about it quite a bit.
Yeah.
We finally got Jacob to agree to go with Jared and I to the Brown Mountain Lights, to see the Brown Mountain Lights. So very excited about that one. We have one that we're going to be doing on, and this one's one of our weird topics. It's not necessarily a cryptid or social thing. Well, maybe it is kind of a social thing, but our next episode's really intriguing me. Jacob came up with this idea. We're going to be talking about our high school experience,
Oh, yeah.
and we're from different generations. So how different was it? And where are those weird kids now? And where are the popular kids now? We're not going to say names. Maybe. This is where payback might come in. I'm just joking. We're also doing an episode that I think is going to be pretty fascinating. Products we use or used to use and we don't use anymore. And I know that sounds kind of lame, but we have a lot of ideas behind it. It's not going to just be narrowed down to that. We're going to talk about shrinkflation and all that. So I'm going to give 4 because that one's really intriguing to me.
There's some conspiracy theories I've got cooking up in those, by the way.
I figured. But we're also going to be doing one on the djinn.
Yes.
And the mythos surrounding genies and all of that, which we've never even talked about that before.
Yeah, we
just
may
like
have
we've never
glossed
talked about
over it.
I don't think we have. I don't think we've ever even mentioned it. So very, very glad that we've got some really intriguing topics this year, this season. Let me do that. Really, really excited about these intriguing topics that we have for this season.
I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of fun. I like that we're returning back to, we've got even more cryptid stuff that we actually didn't even talk about that we've got planned. We got to do our research about it.
Yep.
Found out about some shit I've never even heard of before, which is kind of weird when you consider how much I read about cryptids.
Weird shit.
Yeah.
We've got less than a week before we dive into all the meat and potatoes of everything. What are you going to do for the rest of this week that you're off?
Oh, man. Fuck that of nothing. Shit that I'm probably not going to talk about on air.
So you're going to be drunk the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really do it much anymore just because I'm just, dude.
You're old.
It's not a fucking meme, dude. The moment you turn 30, like, dude, those 2 days of me and Zach were boozing it up big. It took me like 2 or 3 days to feel normal again. I was like, what the fuck?
I understand.
Man?
You should just be Greek.
Just be Greek.
Yeah. Doesn't affect me at all. Jacob, have you heard? Appalachian Horror Fest is back this October.
The one in Knoxville? With the storytellers, the vendors, the music, and all that spooky mountain magic?
That's the one. Saturday, October 10th at the Holiday Inn at Cedar Bluff. A full day of folklore, paranormal fun, and creative arts.
You're talking about vendors, panels, live music, and stories that'll stay with me long after the sun goes down.
Exactly. It's Appalachian's own celebration of mystery, storytelling, and imagination. Join us at Appalachian Horror Fest 2026, where stories come alive.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Now, Ed, I'm not going to let you get off air on this first episode while we're teasing a bunch of different stuff about the new season. I'm not going to let you get away without at least trying to give us just a morsel about this project you've been working on.
Which one? I've got so many projects.
I mean the one that you showed me the moment I showed up to the podcast office today.
Oh, okay. So I'm publishing a book. It's called Thank you very much. It's called The Gentle Path, and it's a book for massage therapists, which happens to be one of our topics this season.
Yeah.
And one of my specialties in the massage profession is geriatric massage, and so I've been writing this book for the past 4.5 years, 5 years. It's right after COVID was over. I'm not saying it's over. Let me rephrase that. Right after we got out of the shutdown for COVID, I was approached and started writing this book, and it's done. We're down to like cover design. That's what he was referencing. I showed him the cover design, and we have the ISBN number and the copyright and Library of Congress stuff, and all of that's already been done.
Hell yeah.
And so I just had to yesterday I had to pick a picture for my about the author picture. So there's a lot of tiny little things that go on behind the scenes before a book is ever launched. So,
That's amazing, man. I'm so proud of you, honestly.
well, thank you. We go to press in 2 weeks.
Sweet. So, I mean, I guess the most important question I have is when am I getting a signed copy?
As soon as I have them in my hands, brother. As soon as I have them, I'm told that I can get copies within 3 to 4 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
It is with the final editor right now, and so there's not a lot to clean up, I'm pretty sure. And after that, it'll be available. I don't think it'll be in stores because it's such a niche thing, but you'll be able to get it at Barnes and Noble and Audible.
Sure, Amazon.
Eventually, yeah, Amazon will have it, and all of the online booksellers will have it. We are doing an audio version of it.
Oh, sweet.
But we are doing that locally, like we're recording it locally with our sound people because I just don't trust people.
That's fair.
And so we'll be doing an audio book that'll be out about it. And yeah.
That's amazing, Ed. Congratulations.
Thank
Super excited. I can't wait to read it. I think that it's always fun to read information from somebody that is quite literally a subject matter expert. It could be about basket weaving, and I'd like to read it.
Well, I taught a geriatric massage class this past weekend.
Oh.
And that's one of the reasons that I had all the stuff on the desk in there. And we used the textbook in manual form, but we used the textbook. And so I got a lot of great feedback on it.
I mean, and the next time you teach it, you should just give everybody a copy of the book.
Absolutely.
Can we start hawking these at cons we're at?
No, but we do have a book project coming up.
Okay.
I will.
Oh,
I will
yeah.
I'll just briefly mention it. We are Appalachian Horror Fest is a storytelling festival, right? We're very concerned about keeping the art and legacy of storytelling in Appalachia alive. And one of the things is that we've got to get money.
Yeah.
And so
who would have thought?
Who would have thought it takes money to do all that? Because we want to be able to produce stuff year round.
Yeah.
So we have had this idea since day one to produce an anthology, a book of all of the stories that are told at Horror Fest. And so that is actually in the works. Like the stories are coming in and we're having the contract signed because we'll pay all of the writers and everything. And we are in the process. We've got an editorial committee.
Oh, shit.
And we're in the process, and it should be done by July or August so that at Appalachian Horror Fest and maybe at one of the other cons, probably not FrankenCon because it'll be too soon, we will have physical copies of that book for people to buy.
Hell yeah. I'm going to end up writing some bullshit book. I got to figure out what I'm a subject matter expert in.
Being scared of ghosts.
There you go. Yeah. Guide. Let me do a ghost hunting guide for phasmophobes. That's what I'll call it.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
There we go. You're going to sign it Scaredy Cat.
Scaredy Cat. That'll be my pen name.
All right, guys. We love you all. We appreciate you. Shout out to all the Brew Crew. We've got some things coming up this next season. We're going to be asking you all to communicate with us a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So go and do all the things on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Now, family, you adults have a few chores to do. Go on over to ravensvale.com and see about doing your chores on social media. Follow us on all the social media platforms that we've made available just for you folks. Like, listen, subscribe, and follow wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you don't mind, leave us a good rating and a kind comment. You can find The Cauldron on your favorite podcast platform. And again, make sure you hit that follow button to stay up to date with our latest episodes.
The Cracked Cauldron is a production of Small Raven Media. Today's episode was hosted by Ed Bolden Greer and Jacob A. Garner. Audio engineering and sound design by Nick Devan at Nicky D Sound. Copyrighted 2025 Small Raven Media. All rights reserved.